Have you ever found yourself pondering the thought of adopting a tiger? The idea might seem thrilling, even captivating. The majestic stripe patterns, the sheer power, the undeniable allure of such a magnificent creature. But let's not forget, adopting a tiger is not only a monumental decision, but it's also laden with complexities and responsibilities. It's not about cascading style sheets about owning a pet. It's about safeguarding an endangered species. But before you start envisioning yourself as the next Tiger King, let's delve into what it actually means to legally adopt a tiger. In the United States, the laws surrounding tiger ownership vary vastly from state to state. Let's take a closer look at two contrasting examples, Texas and California. Texas, known for its vast landscapes and independent spirit, allows private ownership of tigers. However, this doesn't mean anyone can just waltz in, buy a tiger and call it a day. Stringent regulations require would-be owners to obtain necessary permits, ensure apt housing that mimics the tiger's natural habitat, and provide adequate care, which includes a nutritionally balanced diet and regular veterinary checkups. On the other side of the spectrum, we have California. In the Golden State, owning a tiger as a pet is strictly prohibited. The state's laws are designed to protect both humans and animals from potential harm. This means if you're a Californian dreaming of adopting a tiger, you might want to consider other, less dangerous and more legal pet options. So why this disparity? The reasons are manifold, ranging from differences in state cultures and histories to varying views on animal rights and public safety. What remains constant, however, is the commitment to ensure the well-being of these majestic creatures, whether in private or public care. So, tiger adoption in the USA is a mixed bag, contingent on the state's laws and regulations. But what about across the pond? In Europe, the regulations are quite different and generally more stringent. The European approach to tiger adoption is one of strict control, with laws that make it nearly impossible for private individuals to adopt a tiger. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. In the United Kingdom, the Dangerous Wild Animals Act of 1976 requires anyone wishing to keep a dangerous wild animal to obtain a license. This is not a simple process. It involves strict inspections and high standards of animal welfare. Over in Germany, the keeping of dangerous animals is regulated by both federal and state laws. Private individuals are generally prohibited from owning tigers, with exceptions only for zoos and similar institutions that can demonstrate they have the necessary expertise and facilities. Evidently, Europe has a more uniform approach to tiger adoption, firmly leaning towards prohibition. But let's turn our gaze to other parts of the world. Beyond the USA and Europe, laws surrounding tiger adoption continue to vary. Let's take a quick virtual trip around the globe, shall we? In India, home to a significant tiger population, private ownership of these magnificent beasts is strictly prohibited. The focus is on conservation, with programs aiming to protect tigers in their natural habitats rather than encouraging domestication. Contrast this with South Africa, where it's a different story altogether. Here, private ownership of big cats is quite common. However, it's not without controversy, as concerns over animal welfare and potential threats to biodiversity are ever present. Moving on to Australia, the law is clear. No private individual can own a tiger. Period. It's a stance rooted in the belief that wild animals should remain in the wild, highlighting the cultural and environmental factors that drive these regulations. As we've explored, the legal landscape of tiger adoption is as diverse as the habitats these majestic creatures roam. So, what have we learned from this global exploration of tiger adoption? It's a journey that's far from straightforward, with each corner of the globe presenting its own unique challenges and regulations. In the USA, the legalities vary from state to state. Some allow tiger adoptions with specific permits, while others ban it outright. Europe, on the other hand, presents a more uniform approach, with stringent regulations across the board that make tiger adoption near impossible for the average person. Globally, the picture is mixed. Some countries have lax laws, while others mirror Europe's strict stance. But no matter where you are in the world, one thing remains constant: the colossal responsibility and complexity of caring for these majestic beasts. Tiger adoption isn't a decision to be taken lightly. It's a commitment that requires immense resources, knowledge, and dedication. While the idea of adopting a tiger may be intriguing, it's clear that the reality is far more complex and fraught with legal hurdles. So perhaps it's best to admire these magnificent creatures from a distance.